quiet hum opens the room. It isn't music yet, just distance arranging itself. Something in the chest answers, not because it's told to, but because sound finds the same rhythm the body was hiding. The air thickens, warm at the center, cool at the edges. Thoughts that were fragments start orbiting one gravity. Under the hum, a slower pulse appears, steady, human, familiar. Every vibration folds into it, as if the day were exhaling. Light gathers behind the eyes. Not a flash, more like the slow bloom of clarity when clouds move. Weight shifts downward. Awareness drops into the body. Silence inside the sound. Not empty, organized. Stillness with structure. The nervous system begins its quiet arithmetic. Heart equals pulse equals mind. Equations balancing without effort. No instruction, no task. Just the system remembering its own design. A subtle current moves along the spine, the shape of composure, electrical and soft. It climbs, steadies, rests again. Everything unnecessary steps back. Noise becomes pattern. Pattern becomes peace. A low tone, somewhere between breath and cello, draws a line through the room. The line straightens posture without command. Moments elongate. The concept of time loosens. Space feels slightly wider, kinder. The pulse beneath all of it holds, unbroken, patient. Inside this rhythm, thought gains edges, clean, sharp, but gentle to the touch. Nothing to begin, nothing to fix. The architecture is already there, waiting. A single resonance expands, filling the chest, the floor, the air. It says nothing intelligible, yet everything listens. The field stabilizes. Color returns to quiet. The system hums in alignment, stable, whole, ready. A line of tone extends from the last silence, thin as light through a half-closed door. It does not call for movement. It is movement, already beginning inside the mind. The body recognizes a pattern. Weight forward, gaze steady, attention narrowing until thought becomes geometry. Around this geometry, tiny sparks arrange themselves. Tasks, ideas, fragments of intent. They hover, waiting for gravity. The pulse beneath the sound tightens slightly. Enough to hint at progress, but never hurry. Somewhere, dopamine smiles, steady, measured, useful. Order happens quietly. The brightest spark settles at the center. The rest drift outward into still orbit. No decision, only recognition. The air thickens again, a living blueprint of sequence and cause. Everything that matters glows in reach. Everything else becomes distance. Motion begins as curiosity. Curiosity turns to direction. Direction feels like calm acceleration. The rhythm deepens. Sub-bass marking time. High shimmer tracing thought. Inside the sound, the system tests a new circuit. Impulse, awareness, completion. Each loop small, perfect, satisfying. Momentum without effort. Precision without tension. No need for language. The pattern teaches itself. Start, flow, finish, rest. Clarity feels like breathing through a clean glass. The field of attention clears. Edges appear, inviting rather than demanding. Neural gears click in silence. There's pleasure in their alignment, a quiet yes beneath consciousness. Light steadies at the horizon of thought. Focus holds itself, self-maintaining, self-rewarding. The current hums brighter, then flattens into balance. Everything that needed direction now has it. Everything that needed energy now moves. The system settles again, organized, alive, unburdened. Stillness inside motion, motion inside stillness, balanced, decisive, in flow. A faint wave folds over the line of sound. The horizon opens, wide and weightless. Within the body, small currents rearrange, heat trading places with calm, pulse tracing slower circles. Everything that was pressure becomes motion. Nothing resists, it simply flows. Color returns to the air, muted silver blue. Thought softens its edges. Emotion begins to speak in texture rather than noise. There is movement, but no demand. Each rise and fall resolves itself, like water finding level. The hum beneath it all steadies the rhythm of the heart. It isn't instruction, only reminder. The body knows what to do when sound feels like safety. Somewhere inside, a knot releases. The release travels upward, neck, jaw, behind the eyes, tension dissolving into ordinary warmth. The field brightens slightly, as if the water itself were giving back light. Memories drift through, slower than before. They touch the surface and vanish clean. Nothing clings. Underneath, quiet coherence. Emotion translating into clarity. Sensation turning into understanding. The music carries it. Waves crossing, meeting, passing, never colliding. A low harmonic gathers in the chest. It hums in tune with blood and breath. Peace, but alive. Above that, a shimmer moves from left to right, the mind's horizon balancing itself. No decision needed, no effort. The system regulates. The temperature of thought evens out. In this calm, empathy survives, but exhaustion disappears. There is room again for lightness. Even silence feels kind. The wave recedes, leaving reflection behind. The surface smooth, the depth intact. Inside this balance, emotion and logic finally share the same rhythm. Still, whole, at ease. A faint pulse returns, almost hidden beneath the sound. It's not a clock. It's the quiet proof that motion continues. Moments begin to form, like droplets along a string of light. Each one holds a small reflection, perfectly round, perfectly complete. They appear in order, without command. Sequence, not urgency. The air itself becomes rhythm, a tide of seconds rolling in and out, always the same distance apart. Thought learns the shape of duration. It stretches, contracts, remembers its boundaries. You can sense continuity without touching it. It hums through muscle and memory, a pattern too subtle to break. Sound folds over itself, a chord expanding then resolving, like breath written in another language. Time feels kind here. It cooperates instead of chasing. Each event finds its place in the current. The edges of anxiety blur. The mind realizes there is no race, only a corridor of steady light. Every repetition polishes the floor of that corridor. The more you listen, the smoother the motion. Far underneath, the heart keeps pace with the invisible pulse. They meet halfway, organ and rhythm, and the whole system agrees on speed. What once scattered now moves in sequence. Focus, decision, rest, renewal. The geometry holds, circles within circles, orbit without friction. Moments align like stars in slow rotation. No effort, no delay, just pattern recognized. The tone begins to fade, but the rhythm stays, woven into the body's quiet machinery. Continuity sustained, sequence alive, time cooperating. A low rhythm breathes beneath the surface, soft percussion shaped like a heartbeat that has learned patience. From it, a pulse of light begins to travel forward, slow at first, then smoother, a single continuous motion that never quite ends. Every repetition completes itself. Each tone circles back with a small spark of pleasure. The loop is the reward. Energy gathers, not as tension, but as direction. It knows where to go. It doesn't ask permission. Textures brighten. Bass lifts a little higher. A hum of focus blooms behind the eyes. Action is already happening, too natural to name. Impulse turns into pattern, pattern into comfort. The system understands progress as music, predictable, satisfying, endlessly variable. Nothing external to chase. The movement itself is enough. Somewhere deeper, chemistry agrees. Tiny circuits close cleanly. Anticipation, movement, completion. The flow of dopamine becomes architecture. The air thickens with purpose, but not pressure. You can feel momentum occupying space, gentle, inevitable, kind. The sound widens. It feels like walking through sunlight that moves with you. Each step lands in rhythm. Each moment carries the next. No fatigue, no urgency, just continuity gaining weight until it becomes confidence. A shimmer rises, brief reward, then it releases again, teaching satisfaction without overstimulation. All directions remain open. Choice feels light. Execution automatic. The loop tightens, growing quieter but denser, as if every completed cycle folds neatly inside the next. Progress becomes pulse. Pulse becomes peace. The rhythm fades towards stillness, yet momentum remains, stored, balanced, waiting, steady, assured, in motion. The rhythm that moved forward now begins to circle inward. Momentum folds into stillness without stopping. What was motion becomes presence. Inside this field, recognition gathers. Not a thought, something older than thought. The sense of being in the right shape. Every layer of sound mirrors an inner structure. low tones tracing bone, mid-frequencies humming through muscle, a higher thread linking memory and intention. The system compares, corrects, aligns. Neural paths that once wandered find symmetry. Identity feels less like story, more like pattern, stable, alive, evolving. A soft resonance rises behind the sternum. It isn't pride, it's coherence. Each previous effort, each loop, each calm, all of it now visible as one design. Meaning condenses in quiet confidence. You can sense purpose, not as idea, but as texture in the air, a direction without push. The ambient tone brightens. It feels like dawn inside the body. Awareness scans every part and finds nothing out of place. Self-esteem becomes function. You simply work, breathe, exist, and the system treats all three as the same act. From the edges of perception, small memories drift in, moments of clarity, of kindness, of completion, each one fitting into the larger geometry. The sound opens wider, as if space itself were exhaling relief. Purpose isn't something to locate. It's what remains when noise ends. A harmonic shimmer passes once, marking the integration point. The field holds. Identity settles into rhythm. Structure breathing with motion. Motion feeding structure. Still growing, still refining, yet whole. A final low chord rolls through the body like affirmation. Quiet, centered, complete. Silence returns, not empty, but full of structure. Every sound from before now rests inside it, folded and stored. The rhythm slows, the tone warms, the body understands. The work is done. What was focus becomes ease. What was practice becomes nature. Memory and muscle exchange signals. Neural threads weave the day's learning into the deeper fabric. There is no boundary between conscious and automatic, only a gradient of awareness, softly glowing from within. The low harmonic hums under the ribs, steady as heartbeat, lighter than thought. It holds everything that matters and releases everything else. Around it, faint echoes of previous modules appear. A trace of pulse, a shimmer of light, a single breath remembered, all returning home. The system writes itself quietly, clarity into confidence, motion into rest, sound into stillness. The field cools, colors dim to silver. Even silence seems to breathe. Integration complete, yet alive. Nothing to maintain. The structure runs on its own. A tone rises one last time, halfway between waking and dream, and spreads through the room like light underwater. Then it fades, leaving only the calm geometry of balance. Inside that stillness, everything continues, slow, coherent, awake, complete, rested, ready again. Single tone lingers, a line of silver fading into distance. It doesn't end. It simply widens until it becomes quiet. Somewhere in that quiet, the pulse that guided everything finds its own slower orbit. Every cell, Every current follows it downward, still synchronized, now effortless. Warmth drifts through the body, the last echo of movement dissolving into calm. Mind and sound are indistinguishable. Perception rests without falling asleep. Awareness rests without holding on. A faint harmonic breathes once, then disappears. The air itself feels like completion. Nothing more to integrate, nothing left to seek. Silence deepens until it has texture, a soft grain like sand underwater. It holds the shape of everything that came before. The final frequencies sink below hearing, down into the rhythm of the heart. All systems idle in coherence. No cue to wake, no cue to sleep, just balance. The loop closes cleanly. The session ends where breath begins. Quiet, stable, infinite. The program you've just heard was created as an audio space for balance and quiet focus. It isn't a method or a treatment, just a rhythm, a field of sound designed to help the body remember calm and the mind recover direction. You don't have to do anything with it. Listening is enough. Play it once each morning to begin clear and centered, or let it drift quietly at night while you rest, read, or work. Each time you hear it, the system beneath the sound helps your own system realign, breathing steadier, focus returning, thought easing back to its natural pace. It's simply a small environment for restoration, built to close quietly when it's done. Thank you for allowing it to be part of your day. May the calm stay with you, lightly, as silence continues.